Hi, this is Adrian Niculescu, and this is the sixth video from my challenge, 100 days live video challenge. I'm in a very nice place in Victory's Plaza in Bucharest in Romania. It's a very nice place with office buildings, with coffee shops. It's a nice business atmosphere. And we'll talk more about LinkedIn today, but before that, I want to tell you about a few things that have happened since yesterday. And I believe they show that at the end of the day, the persistence pays. So I received an email. I've posted on my Facebook page, facebook.com/AdrianNiculescu.com, and I'm saying that because I'm doing the live videos from this page, but also the videos are the recordings are posted in other places. So I've received an email yesterday with the confirmation that finally I've got a place at London Marathon in 2019, and it was an exercise for 4 years. For 4 years, I tried to get a place there. So I've registered every year. The registration takes place usually for a few days, like 1 week after the current edition of London Marathon. So it happened in April this year, I believe, and you pay a fee, you register to the marathon, and also you have an option to donate that fee to a certain charity. And yesterday I received that email that I was lucky enough to get a place. There were around 400 people who registered for that, and only about 10%, like 40,000 people, can attend the actual marathon. So I said, okay, I tried and failed for 3 years straight, and in the fourth year just happened, which is okay. And I received it because I didn't realize how much of a big thing this is until I started to receive so many, I don't know, congratulations from people, pitches from charities to run for them. It will be my third marathon, basically. I've run two, one in Paris and one in Bucharest. After that, I've made a pause. I trained continually, sometimes more consistent than in other periods, but I did like a pause in marathons. I want to get back. And the objective is that in, I don't know, 1 year or 2 years, depending on various factors, also to be able to go to a triathlon or to an Ironman competition. So anyway, the marathon is a very good mental exercise, and of course I would like to run for a charity, and ideally would be a charity related to children, and even one related to asthma, because I had asthma in my childhood for about 11 years. It was a rough period, and fortunately this happened between 11 and between 7 and 18 years old, and fortunately at about 38 years old I was able to run my first marathon, and I could say that the asthma was cured completely many years ago. Some people say that you can't cure from asthma. In my case, this has happened. Maybe I can use, maybe I use that very popular spray, but rarely, and usually when I have a lot of stress in the business, usually. So there are no other reasons for that. But of course, I took a lot of treatments back then, but I don't know, in the last 15 years, I was focused on letting the body heal itself from like anything, and to live as much possible chemicals free. I'm talking about, I don't know, chemicals to treat a certain disease or something like that. Yeah. And running long distances, and usually when I'm doing the, the, the exercises, I run at least 3.5 kilometers. This is the minimum I'm doing. It's a very healthy habit, very, very healthy, healthy habit. And along this, with this, I would say that also donating blood. I did it 16 times since 2013. Is also an amazing exercise because, unfortunately, for other people, the blood can be produced in laboratories. So the only way is to help other people who need blood is to donate it. And at every donation, you can help 3 or 4 people, which is amazing, which is totally crazy. Plus, it's a very good exercise for the body, and it's like my body is trained now. So when I'm doing that the donation of blood, actually it flows very fast. So my body waits for it. So this is one thing that happened. The second, because I will speak in Lisbon next week at Affiliate Conference, a huge event with companies from gaming and financial casinos. I will speak there in two instances. One of them I will have social media masterclass. I need to prepare very well for it. And second, I will be in a panel speaking about creating content marketing with measurable results. This is something very important. If you create content, but if you don't get results, it's zero actually. You just create content for the sake of creating. And also I was pleased to be invited to write an article for the magazine, for the printed magazine of the event, and I was very happy because I missed in the last few years the opportunity to write in a printed magazine. So also it's an article about content marketing and about getting results from from content marketing, and about some trends which will be the dominant trend in content marketing in 2019. Of course, I will share on my channels the link to the magazine to take a look, and also screenshots from the article itself. So it was a very interesting thing between yesterday and today. So let's go back to LinkedIn, right? So it's the third day we are speaking about LinkedIn, and if you want to be successful with LinkedIn, you need to look at 4 things. So one thing, what is written on your page, right? Because your profile, because your page or profile on LinkedIn is like your CV, but it's more like a CV. It's like a sales page, right? By the way, I'm sipping from a coffee, but it doesn't make sense to make photos with coffees because it's I believe it's zero value for you, right? But when you are creating like an experience, when you are selling courses or something, or even when you are publishing on LinkedIn, think about the fact that the people looking at your LinkedIn profile or interacting with you should have the same experience as making a photo with their coffee cup at Starbucks, right? To be very well that they are close to you or something like that, or they are connected with you. You need to create the same kind of experience, which is not by default, it's by design. So first thing is very important, what is written on your profile, because the presence on LinkedIn will make you to be found in searches will make people to get in touch with you when they will see what you have there, and also you will be able through that content published on your profile to be positioned in a certain way. Don't get me wrong here, because every loser is a CEO on LinkedIn, or every broke people is a multi-millionaire serial entrepreneur and stuff, but of course this is the first image. Don't try to show off, just put there, I don't know, things related with your professional profile that will matter for your audience. This is first thing, how looks the profile or the sales page. And because I'm very involved on LinkedIn, I was pitched by people over time to help them to write their profile. And we have somebody in the team, a professional copywriter. He knows copywriting more than I know, and he does those jobs of creating people's LinkedIn profile. But good profile, so if you need help with that, just get in touch, message me, or use the hashtag #Adrian on Instagram or on Twitter, and somebody from my team will get in touch with you. Also, I was asked about the cost of writing a professional LinkedIn profile. It's around 1,000 euros, dollars, something like that. And it takes like 48 hours to do it. So the main thing is what is written on your profile, right? The first thing. The second thing is the quality of your network, the people you interact with, the people you connect with. And in the first video, I discussed about the strategy to grow your network. So I will not go into that, but you need to grow a network which could, depending on your objectives, could recommend you to other people, could help you sell, promote other things, could be referrals, endorsers, and so on. The third thing is, how do you approach these people? What you communicate with them from the moment you have the first contact with those people until the moments when you create rapport. Rapport is something which is used when nothing else used, and it's the base of communication between people. When, let's say, you go to meet a certain person in the office, you see that they have I don't know, pictures with, let's say, an artist on the wall, and you are saying, gosh, do you like this artist? It's one of my favorite also. And the discussion will come from there. The emotional bonding will be created, and we'll be able to discuss any type of business after that, right? So the second thing is the quality and the how big is your network and how you communicate, how you engage with this network. And the third thing is, what kind of contribution do you have in LinkedIn? Meaning that what kind of articles you are publishing using LinkedIn posts, if you want to do that, to share from your experience, to help your audience, your network there. Maybe you want to also publish videos there, like videos or embedded from YouTube. Create content created by you or content created by other people where you add your point of view, right? So this is called content curation. And also you can be member of groups, or you can create your own group. And the thing with groups on LinkedIn has shifted. So the groups are more accessible than ever, and contributing and writing in groups is like being on Facebook. So the usability side of groups has improved significantly, and some groups have I don't know, 1,000 people, 2,000 people, 5,000 people, 10,000, 100,000, and on a weekly basis or on a daily basis, the members who accept to receive communications from the group, they receive they receive an email with an essence of what was published in that group. And if you publish quality content, you will get noticed. You can put, I don't know, a piece of content in one group or in 5 groups, and could be hundreds of thousands of potential people who will look at your piece of content. You're a communicator on LinkedIn, and depending on your objectives there, you're able to come in front of so many professionals with your content published there, and you will have leverage. You will have a lot of people who will see that content, which is not something little. This is quite important. So I said the important aspects on LinkedIn are what is published on your profile, right? How that profile looks, depending on your objectives, what you are selling. The second thing is the kind of network you are developing and how much you are communicating with that network, how much do you engage with them. And the third thing, what are you publishing on the LinkedIn network and also in the groups you are part of. And you can create a group. Let's say if you are a cryptocurrency professional, you can create a blockchain group. If you're a PR person, you can create a group either for PR professionals, which will be your competitors, or the kind of group where your potential clients will join. So you need to have a strategy. I have few groups on LinkedIn, but the most successful one is called Internet and Social Media Marketing Success. It's a group which grew from scratch. It has about 1,000 people. I didn't do any marketing at all. It grew by itself. And it is pretty interactive. Of course, there are so many people posting only sales messages, no value added. What I will do, I will also post those videos in that group to engage more with the audience there, because the group has a much larger potential to be engaged, and I don't want to lose this disadvantage, right? Because I believe at least half of the members of the group are people who really want to learn more about marketing and social media marketing. So I need to get more in front of them and really to help them to do more. So I said this challenge is not about delivering information, it's about helping with transformation. So if you want to transform the way you are marketing yourself on LinkedIn, look today at these 3 aspects. So how your sales page look, or your profile basically. Look at your network and start grow your network if you didn't do that, or do it more consistently, and also engage with those people. So put something of value in front of them so they will remember you and make the connection with you memorable. And third thing, look at how you can contribute to the network overall, like publishing posts on LinkedIn posts, publishing videos, creating content, or putting your point of view around the content created by other people, and so on. And also choose to create a group or become member of different groups, ideally groups where you find the target market for what you want to achieve on LinkedIn, and start contributing there, right? Contributing, because when you are contributing, something happens. It's like when you are pushing, and we'll discuss this in detail later in the challenge, because it's very important. I just want to mention that today, when you put content up there and you don't ask for anything in return, you are creating reciprocity. You deliver some value, and people who come in contact with your value will feel themselves, I don't know, obliged, or not necessarily, but will you will practically give them something of value, and they will feel responsible to also give something to you back. It's called reciprocity. It's one of the most important triggers in marketing, and we will talk more about the triggers when we'll talk about copywriting. But it's crazy, very important. So by giving, and by other people getting value from what you are giving, you will be able to make them feel that they owe you something. And when you will post a request for help for something, or when you will sell something, or when you, I don't know, when you will need help with something, you will see that many of those people will come back for rescue. Of course, you don't need to do things just to receive something back from them, but it's a very good exercise. So this was the 6th video from the challenge. So please, if you want to improve what you are doing on LinkedIn, start implementing today. And we'll have 2 more videos about LinkedIn, and after that will be 2 personal development subjects. And for the next week, we'll go to another subject. I was asked, okay, why I'm doing those videos, what I have to sell. And one of the reasons for doing that is that not all the people are buying my courses, or not all the people are coming to the events. I'm speaking at some of the events from the blockchain space and digital currency, for example, have tickets around $1,000 or something. And I believe that my work and my effort in building a career is shifting to building a legacy. So this is the way I consider to reward the audience I'm building on social media. I don't want to show you the cafes. I don't want to show you, I don't know, all the other meaningless things in life. I really want to contribute in a meaningful way to your life and your business through very accessible, because it's free, but you're investing your time training and coaching, and maybe some ideas you could get from these calls. And it's a little effort also to deliver some transformation, because I don't want just to deliver information. So if you see something available to your LinkedIn, implement it today. So it will help you to transform something. And trust me, if you will implement the content from, I don't know, 10, 20 videos, at least you could change your life. Bit by bit, because you don't need huge progresses, but if you are doing small bits and pieces here and there, the things will go in a different direction, which is very valuable, right? So I just want to help you with those seeds, and you need to implement those seeds and to take care of them, and sooner or later you will reap the results, because you are investing in watching those videos, your most important resource. It's your time, so it's not about money. I'm doing 80% of the content I'm doing for free. It's part of my legacy, and of course there is a 20% in courses, in products for people who really need help in the directions of them, right? Okay, thank you very much. This was Adrian Niculescu with another video from a challenge, and the next one will be posted soon. For any questions, please message me or use the hashtag AskAdrian on Twitter or on Instagram, and I will see those messages. Thank you. Bye.